Hi guys, welcome to Wesbytes channel. My name is Hong Hong. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use our control panel after you purchase the VPS reseller plan from us, Wesbytes. Right, so let's get started. Hi guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can manage your VPS reseller plan. Alright, so first, we go to our wesbytes.com, okay, which is this website, and then we go for the login here. Right, so after that, we just enter our email address. Alright, and then just type in our password. Alright, so after you log in into your account, it will show the client homepage here. Okay, so now we go to access to our reseller account, and then we go to the services here, and we click on it. Right, so after that, we click on the product name here. Instead of the link, we click on the product name. Okay. Alright, so now it will lead us to this manage product page. Okay, so at the top here, as you can see, the registration date, recurring amount, and so on, right? So the info is stated here, okay, and also your VPS reseller plan is active at is stated here, okay. So now you scroll down to the bottom. Alright guys, so as you can see here, got a few sections, right? So I will explain each section, okay. So for the first, we go to the list VPS. So as you can see here, it's stated you do not have any VPS in the account, right? So because you currently didn't create any VPS, so it will show here like this, okay? So if you, let's say if you create a VPS and then you will show it here, okay? So this is for the list of your VPS creation, okay? So you can see how many VPS you created at here, right? So then next we go to the launch instance. Okay. So for the launch instance is for you to manually create your VPS. Alright, so if you use the API key linked to your billing system, and then your billing system can auto-generate the VPS. Okay, so for the launch instance is you manually generate your VPS. Okay, so for the launch instance here, as we can see, you got the operating system. Right, so you can choose the OS system you want, and the different version also got. Okay, so you can choose the OS system. Then next we go to the ISO. So for the ISO, I will mention in the session letter. Okay. So next we go for the host name. Right. So you want to create a VPS, so you need to give a host name. Okay. So type in your host name here. Okay. Just a reminder, for the host name cannot have the spacing. Right. So next we go to VPS root password. Okay. So same as you want to create a VPS, you need to give a VPS root password. Alright. So and the password need to consist at least 8 characters, and alphanumeric also upper and lowercase. Right. So you also can use the auto-generated password here. Okay. So just to remember, you need to copy this and record it. Alright. So this is important. Okay. Then next we go to IP address. Okay. So for this, as you can see here, got a 10 free, right? So because we purchased the mini package, so mini package consists of 10 IP address. Okay, so here stated 10 free. So if you purchase the second package, it will show 50. Okay, so for the second package, it consists of 50 IP addresses. Alright, so for this package, you can assign how many out of 10 to this VPS. Okay, so let's say you want to assign 2 IP address or 1 IP address to this VPS. Okay, just to remember that if you exceed 1 IP address, okay, so you need to send a support ticket to us Wesbytes. Okay, so you need to let us know the VPS is exceeds 1, right? So that we can do the IP binding for you, right? So this is for the IP address. Okay. Then next, IPv6, we just type it 0, none. Then this also none. Okay. Then next we go for the disk space right here. Okay, so for the disk space, okay, you can see here got the 200 GB free, right? So for the package, we consist of 200 GB disk space, right? So you can assign the disk space to this VPS, how many, like 20 GB disk space or 30 GB disk space also can. So this is according to your planning. How many do you want to assign for this VPS, right? So next we go to the RAM. Alright, so now for the RAM. Okay, so for the RAM with 1 GB, we convert to 1024 MB. Okay, so this is for the binary. So we also give the promotion by the binary. Okay, so we have 10 GB here. So means that got 10,240 MB. Right. So this is 10 GB. So you can allocate the 10 GB to this VPS. So how many you want to give for this VPS, you also can assign it here. Right. This is for the RAM. For the swap RAM, done by 0 because we have none. Okay. So then next we have the bandwidth. Okay. So this is also 0 for unlimited. Okay. So just type in 0. Okay. Then we go to the CPU cores. Okay. So for this, just for your understanding, so for a VPS, we can maximum up to 24 CPU core. Okay. So it cannot exceed the 24 CPU cores. Okay. So for this, you can see here got the 10 free, right? So for this package, we have 10 CPU cores. Okay, so you can assign how many out of 10 to this VPS. So let's say if you want to assign 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 CPU core to this VPS according to your planning. Then next we go to the VNC here. So for the no VNC here, you can decide whether to open up or the one to open for the no VNC for this VPS also can. Okay, so if you open up the no VNC, you need to give the VNC a password. Right. Then next we go to the advanced option. So with this, you also can decide which you want to use the advanced option or not. Okay, so you can decide by yourself. Okay, this is for the advanced option. Then next we go to the user. Okay, so you can select an existing user or you want to add a new user, also can. Okay, so this is for the user. Alright, so next we go for the install application. So for this, we currently not available for the install application, so we will just skip this part. Alright, then we can just go for this create button. Okay, so once you click on the button and then your VPS will be created. Okay, so this is for the manually create your VPS. And next we go to the cloud resources. Right, so for this, let's say if you create your VPS already, you create 5 VPS and the resources you use, it will stated here. Okay, so how many VM, virtual machine, how many users, disk space, RAM, bandwidth, IP you use, it will all stated here, right, and so on. Okay, so this limit is how many you buy from the package, and you will stated here. Okay, so this is the limit for your resources and how many you use. Okay, and how many still available for you to relocate. Okay, so let's say if you use 4 IP address already, so for here available will show 6. You still can use the other 6 IP address. Okay, so this is for the cloud resources. Right, so then next we go to the users. Okay, so for the user, you can add a user here. Okay, so by giving a email and password, and then you click on the add user. Okay, so a user will be created. Okay, then next we go to the task. Okay, so for the task here, if you shut down your reseller account or you restart your reseller account, or every action you made, it will post here, right? So you can check all the detail and the status at here at the task here. Okay, so when start update, so it will show all action. So this is for the task. Then next we go to the SSH. So for the SSH key here, we can add a SSH key by giving a name, okay, and a value for the SSH key in OpenSSH format here. Alright, so after that, just click on this button and then you will add the SSH key. Okay, then next we go to the ISO. So for this ISO, you also can add ISO here, and you can just enter a ISO URL at here and also give a ISO file name here, right? So that just click on the add ISO. So the ISO will be created. Okay, then for this application installation currently is not available, so we will skip on this and we will go to the reverse DNS. Alright, so for the reverse DNS, you can enter a domain name here. Okay, so after that, then you can just click on the add reverse DNS, so it will point back to the IP address here. Okay, so currently you see here is blank, right? So if you create your VPS, it will show it here. Okay, so you can see the IP address for the VPS. So it will point back to this IP address. For the RDNS is important for the email purpose. So if you want to use your VPS to send out email, so you better configure this RDNS. So this is for the reverse DNS. Then next we go to the My Profile. Okay, so for here you can change your profile detail here. Okay, so you can change your name, company, address, city, and so on. Okay, so even invoice email. Okay, so after you change the detail and then you just click on the save button, then your profile detail will be changed. So then next we go to the setting. So for the setting here, you can change your language here. Okay, you can select a themes also. Okay, and also got the time zone. You also can change your time zone. And if you have your company logo URL, you also can enter here. Alright. So this is for the setting, and then you add all the things, and then you just click on the edit setting. So this is for the setting, and then next we go to account password. So if you want to change your reseller account password, you also can change it here by typing a new password, and you type again the password. Right. So after that, click on the change password. So your reseller account password will be changed. Okay. So then next we go to the API credentials. Alright. So for this API credential, you can see you got the API key and API password, right? So once your reseller account is activated, the API key and password will be auto-generated. Okay, so this is the API key that you can use it linked to your billing system. So your billing system will do the work for you. Okay, so this is for the API key, and we not recommend you to delete for this auto-generated, because this is linked to your reseller account. Okay, so if you want to create another API key, you also can do it here. Okay, but we not recommend for you to delete the default API key. This is for the API credential part. And then the last one, which is the support. So for this, if your customer have faced some problem or technical issue, so you can contact to our Wesbytes support team. Okay, by start the ticket here. So after you send the ticket to us Wesbytes, so our support team will solve the problem for you. So this is for the support, and so that's all for all the section here. Okay, so this is for the reseller account. Alright, so that's all. Thank you.
Alright guys, so now you know how to use our control panel after you purchase a VPS reseller plan from us. Right, so if you still have any question you wanna ask, feel free to leave it down below. And remember to hit the like button. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. Alright, bye.